guys, so this is my 33 and 34 week update. I know I told you that my mom was coming in town, so I wasn't able to record anything while she was here. And then also something happened, so I wasn't able to anyways. So yes, today I am 34 weeks. But also because I didn't have the video last week, I'm letting you guys know of what happened then too. But also, anyways, so I did have my doctor's appointment and my mom was here for that, so that was pretty cool, so she can see the doctor and meet her and everything. But also it was a new doctor for me because my doctor's, what is it called? She was too full, so she couldn't fit me in and they really needed me to come in, so they put me with a new doctor. So anyways, it was a new doctor, and she weighed me at 118. So far, I've gained 18 pounds. That's it. And so, all of that has happened. Also, I had asked her if she could do a quick ultrasound just so I can see everything, because I haven't had an ultrasound for about 10 weeks. And she had told me that, my doctor told me that they don't do any more ultrasounds anymore unless something's wrong. But my thing is nobody has ever said, oh, he's supposed to be this big at this time, or they've never told me what his approximate weight will be, because I know a lot of people, when they're pregnant and they go to these appointments, their doctor tells them, oh, he's supposed to be about this size baby or this size or whatever, but I haven't been told anything. So I have no idea how big he is. I have no idea what's going on in the past 10 weeks, so it's kind of irritating. So I'm considering going outside of them and seeing if there's another place I can go to do an ultrasound, and hopefully if they can measure him to see how big he is, measure him at least somewhat to see what's going on. Because I have no idea, and I feel like I'm so out of the loop, for everything. So anyways, besides that, I did also ask her about my mucus plug, if she could check to see if that had actually fallen out, because I had read up that they could possibly do a pelvic exam or physical or something to check. But she had said, nope, they can't check it. There's no way to know, which you would think there might be, but I'm not a doctor. I don't know for sure. But, so yeah, she said they couldn't check that, but also, even if it did fall out, it doesn't guarantee anything, but now bacteria can get in, all this fun stuff. But also, it'll start filling up, I guess, where the mucus plug was. It'll start filling up a little bit by little. So that'll be fun, because I know I was really nervous about that. Some of my cravings, I've never had any cravings this whole entire time, but all of a sudden, I just want, so much stuff. Like oranges, I had just bought, what was it? Yeah, what was it? Not last night, 2 nights ago. I had bought one of those little cutie packages. So I bought one of those, and I am almost halfway done with it already, and so I'm obsessed with oranges right now. Popsicles, oh my god, I could eat all day, and I ran out today. I had my last one, well, last two, because I never eat one at a time, and it's the one where they're kind of packaged in pairs, and then you just take one off, where they're wrapped separately, but the wrappers are connected. So rather than taking off the wrapper and just having one, I just have two. So I love popsicles. Popsicles, fudgesicles, those ice cream bars where they're, it's like the vanilla ice cream, but then it's dipped in, dipped in chocolate. So it's kind of got that shell on the outside, but it's still on a stick. Oh my gosh, anything. I love ice cream. And then another thing is, I was really pissed off the other day because I wanted a Jamocha shake, because I noticed I've been going kind of crazy, because I can tell when I get a mood coming on if I don't eat. So I was like, okay, I need something in my stomach. I need it so bad. And I was like, okay, I'm going to get a Jamocha shake. Well, because now that they have that new pumpkin cheesecake flavor, I guess, at Arby's, I had asked for a Jamocha shake, and I think the person before me had the cheesecake one. So I had drank about half of it before I got like finished with the cheesecake flavor, and then I finally got to the actual Jamocha flavor, so I was a little bit irritated. I don't know. I should have just returned it and got Jamocha shake so I can enjoy the whole thing, but I don't know. I was just mad. So mad. So mad. And then also, my mom came into town, which I mentioned, but we had noticed that when I moved into this house, I think it was 2-3 days later, I had noticed something in the corner of my eye, and I just froze. And I was like, okay, what is that? But I found out it was a mouse. So while my mom was here, her and Jacob had like this mission to get this mouse, whatever. So they finally found it, killed it, took care of it, and I was like, okay, thank God. I don't have to worry about where I'm stepping. I don't have to worry about anything. I don't like mice. I think it's disgusting. And I'm just always looking where I'm going because I hate mice. And then also, that same day, we seen another mouse. So I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was freaking out. And it was just not good. I was pissed off. Didn't want to find another mouse because I know, obviously, once there's one, there's more. So hopefully it was the last one because it's been over a week and a half, I think. Over a week and a half. That I'd seen it and we could not find it. So, was it last night? Jacob and his friend had gone to the store and I'd asked him to pick up mouse traps. And my mom's bright idea before she left was make sure that you get the sticky ones. Because if you get the clamp ones, you can hear it and it's going to freak Lauren out. So I was like, I don't want that. I don't want to hear that. That's disgusting. And I don't even want to find it. And so I told him, I was like, okay, well, you know I'm going to be the one that ends up finding it anyways, so make it less disgusting. And so we had put some by the dishwasher, stove, everywhere we knew he was. And then this morning, we realized the one by the stove had moved, but it had dog food on it. So we were like, okay, well, apparently he's taking the dog food. And then today, when I had come back, I wasn't able to stop by for lunch, because work was busy and Jacob is on 24-hour duty, so he was not able to come here, so we couldn't take Ruger out to go to the restroom. But I was only gone from 9 to 3-ish, a little bit before 3, so it wasn't too bad because I could have been stuck till 5, but they had released us earlier for the weekend. So I got home and right away I knew he had an accident, which he's never had. So I felt really bad because I should have came home and found a way to take him out, which I didn't. But looking at it, he had just done it, so it's not like it's been sitting there all day, so it wasn't too bad. It was kind of, it's not his fault. So I couldn't be mad at him. And so I noticed that, and then I was irritated because it stunk. So I had the windows open, the back door open, and I just sat on the couch. Or no. Before I sat on the couch, I was going through the kitchen and realized that he also kind of like marked by the stove, and I was like, that's kind of weird because that's where the mouse trap is. So I was like, it's not the mouse, it's got to be Ruger. So we had looked and I'd cleaned it up, whatever, and then I realized one of the traps were missing. So, and this was the one by the dishwasher. It was just gone. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know where it's at. I don't want to find it, whatever. So I was irritated. I was like, I'm just going to sit on the couch, watch TV, mind my own business. Well, then I look down on the floor and I see this trap like a foot from me. And luckily it was upside down, but I had seen it and I was like, what the hell? So I was like, get over here. So he had came over and he like bumped it a little bit. So from my view, I seen the bottom of the trap, but it was flipped over. And then I seen the head of the mouse underneath it. So I was like, oh my God, I don't want to deal with this. I was texting Jacob. I was like, you better get home, like find a way for somebody to cover you so you can come home and take care of this. But he had he had texted our neighbor to come over and help take care of it because I don't do well with mice. There's no way. I probably would have left it all day until he gets here, which is tomorrow morning. So I would have been here all night, and that's not okay. So our neighbor came over, and I was like, I'm sorry you had to do this. There's no way I would have done it. He's like, oh, it's no big deal. So I was like, okay, I'm over here standing like this. I was like, don't let me see it. Just put it in the garbage and take it out. He's like, okay. So we got a plastic bag, wrapped it up, put it in the garbage to kind of tied it so he couldn't get out. Well, and then he was like, okay, see you. And I was like, well, thank you. So he left with the garbage still in the container. So I was like, there's no way in how I'm moving it. Also because he mentioned, oh, nope, the mouse is still alive. So there was a half alive mouse in my garbage where I could hear it moving and everything. So that wasn't good, but luckily Jacob had gotten off for dinner, so he had an hour to come home, take care of the mouse, and then go back to work. So I am good. No more dead mouse in my living room. No more like poop anywhere. So my house is clean. It's just me and the dog. So that's really good. I'm just hoping there's not another mouse because I just don't like it. I don't like mice. I don't do well with rodents or reptiles, and not good. I'm not going to help out. I can't pick up stuff like that. But then also, my mom had known that I was having a hard time bonding with Levi and the whole pregnancy, and I'm not excited about it. So with her being the grandmother and it being her first grandchild, she had brought her camera down. So we had gone and taken pictures. Unfortunately, the first day when it was me and Jacob going with her, it ended up being so late because they released him a lot later than we thought. So a lot of the parks were closed, and because of the weather and the season, it's getting dark really late, so unfortunately we couldn't. So that night we had taken pictures inside. But then the next day, he had gotten called in again, so he wasn't able to make the pictures that day also. So all the pictures is basically just me. But yeah, we got a lot of pictures. But it's kind of weird because it never registered to me how big I am until I looked at those pictures. So it's kind of cool to look at those, and my mom had told me to post those so I can get people's kind of like their excitement kind of work from it and have it rub off on me, which has a little bit, but I'm still kind of iffy. So I am getting a little bit more excited as it goes on, but not as much as every mom should. So fortunately, I'm still working on it. I just need to say ours, not mine, or Levi's. I just say ours and all of that. So I'm working on it. I'm getting a little bit better, so that's good. But then also last Saturday, which I was saying that I was busy anyways, I was sick all day. I'd eaten breakfast, thrown it up. Eaten lunch, thrown it up. My mom had, she had Jacob go to the store, and he got me soup and Gatorade and stuff. But even that didn't stay down. Nothing was staying down. I was feeling nauseous, lightheaded. I was having headaches, everything. So nothing was staying down. So my mom had asked if I wanted to go to the hospital to see if anything was wrong. And so all day long I was like, no, I'm fine. And so I just dealt with it. But then I realized I started having contractions. So, because I knew I've always had Braxton Hicks, but then they started getting a lot worse and a lot more recent. So I was like, okay, I guess it's best to go to the hospital. So we had went there, and they sent us up to labor and delivery because of how far along I am. So they checked me out. They tested me for a few things. My risk of what is it called? They tested me for my risk of preterm labor. They tested me for bacterial infections or whatever. I don't even know what else they tested me for. But then they also checked my dehydration level, which they found out that I was dehydrated to the max. I've never liked water, so I don't drink it really. And I've noticed a lot lately, I just drink pop or juice or whatever. So yeah, I've been really, really dehydrated because I just don't drink a lot of water. So because of that, because of my dehydration, it had started contractions. So they had given me something to stop them, which did work. The whole entire time I was there, did work, which I was there from 8 to midnight. So I was there for a while. Besides, there was an emergency going on in the room next to me with some girl who was 23 weeks. So unfortunately, she had her water break, and she started dilating like crazy, and everything kept going, and they couldn't stop it. So I don't know eventually what happened with that situation, but I was second in line after her, which was fine because that's something that nobody should deal with. So I couldn't even imagine. Well, so while that was going on, they had hooked me up to an IV, which I do not like. I don't like it. Like, I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of okay with needles, like when I get shots, because I tell them, don't let me see it, don't count, don't do anything. Just give me the shot without warning, and then I'll be fine, which I am. So, but when they did the IV, I don't know if it's the way she did it, but I freaked out. I didn't freak out like a big old baby, but I did not like it at all. It hurt the whole time I was there. It was irritating me. So I told my mom after the fact, I was like, I'm more nervous about getting the IV again rather than my actual labor. I don't know what it is, but I'd rather not get the IV. But unfortunately, I will have to. So that's one thing I'm not too thrilled about because I know it hurt the first time and I didn't want to go through that again. But also, they did tell me, she did measure me, and she said that I had asked her if I was dilated at all. She didn't say yes or no, but she said not enough. So I'm like, okay, that doesn't really tell me anything. So I couldn't tell you what happened there. But then they just sent me home after a while. So it took a few hours to get me hydrated again and filled up. And I can promise you I was up all night going to the restroom because of all the, whatever it's called that they put in you when they do IVs, whatever. So yeah, I was just at home with meds, but that's basically it. I just need to drink a lot more water, which I have been, and then all that. So yes, I will show you my stomach and try to get this video done with before it just gets boring and I don't have anything else to talk about. So, and I'm out of breath all the time. Oh. So here, oh my gosh, I look so big. Okay, let me try to back up. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's the front. Oh, it looks so shiny. And then the sides, right there. And I still have not yet to have any stretch marks. So hopefully I won't, but yes. And then my belly button is still like doing its own thing. I don't know if it's gonna pop. I don't know if it's just gonna be whatever this is, but it feels like a rubber band. Like the end of a rubber band. But yep, that's that. So I'm still chugging along. Oh my god, this chair. But yeah, I'm still chugging along and hopefully everything goes well, but I will keep you guys updated and let you guys know next week on how everything goes for my 35th week. So yes, thank you for watching. Sorry I look like a mess. I'm just really tired. And I don't have anything to do because Jacob's gone today. So it's just me and Ruger watching movies. So yes, thank you for watching. I will talk to you guys and see you guys next week.